Alright guys, today we're going to be talking more about the Pythagorean theorem. Just a reminder, it's an equation used to find the missing side on a right triangle. This will only work on a right triangle. And just a reminder of what the theorem is, a squared plus b squared equals c squared. So if I have this triangle, my legs are always a and b, my hypotenuse is always c. That means I can square a and b to figure out what the value of c is. Let's move into an example. Today we're not going to just be doing hypotenuse, we're going to also be doing legs. Alright, so I have this triangle, and I want to figure out what x is, and I know that x is one of my legs. So I'm going to go ahead and write out our theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. It's kind of catchy, right? I'm going to fill in what I know. This is a, b, c. 15 squared plus b squared, since I don't know what that leg is, equals 17 squared. 15 times 15 is 225. I don't know what b is, so I'm just going to bring that down. 17 squared is 289. Now, this just becomes simple algebra. I want to figure out what b is, so I want to get it by itself. So I need to move everything else to the other side of my equation. So, since 225 is positive, I'm just going to subtract it. This will cancel out. I'm left with b squared equals 289 minus 225 is going to leave you with 64. And my last step here is to get b totally alone by taking the square root. So b equals, the square root of 64 is 8. Let's look at another example. Alright, let's look at this next one. Televisions are classified by their length of their diagonal. Diagonal means how long across it goes. For example, a 30-inch TV has a diagonal of 30 inches. Immediately, I'm going to go ahead and label that. The 25-inch TV below measures 20 inches across the bottom of the screen. Boom, I'm going to label that. What is the height of the TV? Well, I can see that this makes two triangles. And I don't know what the height is. I know it's 20 inches across. I know it has a diagonal of 30. To figure out the leg here, I can just use the Pythagorean theorem. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, in this case, I don't know what x is, so I'm just going to bring a squared down. I'm going to fill in b squared with 20 squared equals 30 squared. Now, all I have to do is multiply this out. 20 times, I don't know what a squared I'm still looking for, so I'm going to bring that down. 20 times 20 is 400. Now, if I do 30 times 30, that's going to give me 900. And again, this becomes simple algebra. If I go ahead and subtract 400 from both sides, I'm going to get a squared equals 500. My last step here is just to take the square root to figure out what a is. So a, square root of a squared is just going to be a. The square root of 500 is going to run about 22.4 inches. Alright guys, that's going to be it for me today. Let's go ahead and practice.